Hello? Is it working? Are we good to go? Good, yes. Alright then. Let's dive right in. We will proceed immediately with our journey to master the way of the warrior. Ah, look at him, our golden knight. I do like the aesthetic we've managed to adopt with this character. I do wish I had gotten a Dragon Knight of Silica so that I could see what her other elements were like, or show you at the very least. But we shall proceed as our lightning warrior Brutalis for now. We are making good progress, and we have more to make. I want to find out what missions we're doing today. Frozen Fusion. Right. That one would be a pretty simple one. We are only level 14 though, so we probably should go make sure we have our items set up. I wonder if there are any lower level missions we can do. It's not as though that's a particularly difficult mission, and it may suit us to do it slightly under leveled considering the low difficulty. But we also have to consider my lack of proficiency with the axe, so we shall see how difficult it will turn out to be. For now, quick review. Jump attack. Tackle. That's our barrier, not the chat wheel button. Alright then, let's go. Let's do this. I need to scratch my ear. Alright then. Frozen Fusion or Over the Ice Wall. Over the Ice Wall is a lower level one. We may as well knock out the lower level one first, though it may prove quite annoying considering I don't know how to stand up against those extra knights we'll be facing as the warrior. Potentially, there might be a fan blowing on my mic. Is that better? I tried to adjust it. Sorry, it's very hot. Did that fix it? I seem to have had that problem lately. Thank you. My apologies. I did not mean to blow into your ear. Lots of bouncing and pouncing today. Ah, darn it. Went right through me. Alright, let's try the slam. Squish. And bop. Almost. We can't quite one-shot these guys, so got a bit of a struggle on our hands just keeping the quicker enemies pinned down. This is why I don't usually favor heavy weapons. Jump over me. Slam. That did hardly nothing. You have a significant amount of defense. Your vitality is a 16, I suppose. Thank you for the healing item, at least. And jump over me. Come on. Alright, then. That did considerably more damage. I wonder what decides the range of damage in this game. There's no strong indicator that there is much of a range of damage. But I've played games before where agility decided the minimum and maximum damage you could deal. I don't think this game has a mechanic like that, though. I believe it's just a sheer numerical range based on your composite stats and the weapon that you're presently wielding. At least I've never been aware of such a thing. It's not like I ever had to worry about damage numbers with my Empress because I was constantly dealing damage and not taking much damage because I didn't leave myself so vulnerable. But the warrior is a quite different story, just because of our low damage per minute. Come on, then. Squish. Please don't just be multiplying. I believe that one's the multiplier. As long as you kill the core, you should be fine. I wonder why they didn't have more enemies that called for reinforcements. Not that I'm complaining, but it seems that they would have used that mechanic more. It couldn't have been that easy to get it to work correctly. Especially getting everything to disappear. I consider how difficult it would be for someone like me to code something like that in. Just given my short ventures with RPG Maker and such. Let's see. Squish. Have to aim that very carefully. Ah, there's a cube. Ah. Grab that. We're getting shaved down slightly. I'm glad we went to the lower level mission. This isn't going to give us the most experience in the world, but at the very least, we may survive it and warm up a bit. Warming up in an icy mountain is a tad ironic, but... Alright, then. There we go. Excellent. Nope. I do love a good denial attack. We practically almost have to use an herb now. Ah, that's right, they're actually easy to get through. Except I'm frozen now. Won't be so easy to get through if my agility is halved and I can't move that well. You know, I played a lot of games where things like paralysis make you unable to move and such, but they also lower your statistical evasion by half, so that you're more likely to get hit, which is why I remember playing some games where I had such a high evasion rating that even though I was paralyzed, nothing could still hit me, even with a 50% penalty. I don't usually go for evasion builds because I don't like relying on sheer stats like that often, but it is fun when you manage to pull it off or just have a... There's a game called Labyrinth, Coven of Refrain, where I got my dodge rate on my solo character to 85%, and I got my block rate to something like 70 or 80%, so most attacks either whiffed or got dodged, and I was able to solo bosses with ease, just because nothing could actually hit me. Anything that had an automatic hit for the evasion got blocked, and everything that did not, well... It was very nice, especially considering, you know, I was soloing and had no real means to heal aside from to waste a turn that I could have used attacking. The fun thing about soloing in a lot of games is just figuring out how to gain power in an efficient manner so you can deal that much damage without taking any. And beyond that, when you actually reach that rhythm, it becomes very hard for it to break unless the game has a significantly steep difficulty curve. And a lot of games are more willing to Sorry, I had to concentrate for a moment. But a lot of games are more willing to... I forgot the word I was going to use. Compensate, I guess? A lot of games are more willing to compensate just by, well, raising the enemy stats a bit, and they often don't add certain gimmicks to enemies later on. Most of the time, a game will only add gimmicks to enemies if it's very, very late game. Ah, that screwed me. We're going to have a much harder time late game on this game because of the lower time limit. Ah, I can't even kill the bubble blowers efficiently. You're the one who tells me there's nothing in this direction, right? Which means there's a chest. Squish. There we go. Am I statistically missing a lot? Is that what's happening to me? Because I don't seem to be taking down the enemies that well this time. I do wonder if there is an invisible thing where accuracy affects your damage range in this game, or at least how often you'll hit the higher end of your damage range. I've played games like that before as well. Sliding here and jump and don't get hit by that blast. I got hit by that blast as the Empress last time. It blew me off of the Switch. It was horrible. Those of you who saw my Empress playthrough probably remember that. Very clumsy of me. Oh, I fell. Here's where those knights will be, I think. Yes. I wonder if we can afford... Ow. To avoid aggroing both of them. Ah, here we go. Let the first one hit, and then we'll... There we go. Good, good. This will be much more manageable. This is way more manageable than just jumping all over them and trying to kill them as fast as possible. I miss my Empress. My warrior is doing his best, though. I will not chide him. Ow! Even though I'm frozen. Ah! Ow. Lifted my guard too early. I'm surprised I don't have that problem more often, he said as he repeated his mistake. Oh, I'm out of MP. Whew, that was a dreadful encounter. I'm glad they dropped a healing item at least, so we're no longer, you know, dead. I'm going to go ahead and heal before things get really bad. I already have almost as much... Oh, my stats are boosted presently by something I ate. Once my stats were off, I need to check how much max HP I actually have to see how I compare with the Empress. Even though she was half vitality, my HP still didn't get very high. Not going that way yet. No, I'm going to go check it. Why not? Step. I'm glad I went and checked. Oh, I missed. Not even my Hastan Ankhlet can get me that far. Just one more level and we should be able to upgrade it, I think. I believe it was level 15. I'm going to go ahead and eat that. Jump. Did we press this one? Yes, we did. Let's go this way then. Let's see if we can avoid aggroing both knights on this end too. I'm going to go press that button first. I like pressing the buttons, especially the ones that make things explode. Alright. I wish I could hit you while you were invisible. Oh, you turned tangible just in time. Come on. Come on, you clearly want this. Smush. Very considerate of you, sir. Alright, come on. Come on. There you go. I knew you couldn't resist the shield bash. Smack. Not very good at this. Your predecessors were far superior. Smack. Ow! I taunted my opponent too early. Smack. Let the first one hit, and... Smack. Oh, darn it. I thought I could deliver the final blow. Good match, sir. Good match. Next. I do wish I could wield that sword. That is a nice sword. I wish I could wield anything that was fast. I'm not trying to complain. I do like the warrior somewhat. He's just not what I'm used to necessarily either. There's a lot to adjust to. I know we already established that I need to move more after I attack after playing the short sword Empress, but I guess a part of me is still long used to my long sword. Step back a bit. Should be safe. Excellent. Alright, come on then. You know, in a turn-based RPG, that would count as going twice. Alright, come on. Smack. Really? You love that attack. I wonder what's with the warrior and triggering these attacks where they spam the, like, really big area of effects and such. You'll remember last time when I fought a giant shrimp and it decided to spin 3 or 4 times before I could attack it again. That was simply terrible. I do wonder if they learn, like Amiibo, and just try to register what attacks are most likely to hit and change up their attacks as appropriate. This game does seem to have some sort of quirk with its AI that way, because sometimes those bosses just won't use specific attacks. Let's see. Press. Well, I assumed that was going to be the difficult part of the mission, but it turned out to not so much be. Which is good news for us. It means we're not going to die horribly. We just have to keep going. We need to believe in ourselves more. We can do this. We've got this. Even if we fail, we'll just get right back up and keep trying. Because that's just how we do. We do not demand perfection, just giant axe swings. I need to press that button next. Just a bit lower. There we go. Excellent. And smush. Alright, where was that one? I never remember what order the switches come in or anything. I'd never repeat this mission on a given playthrough is why. I don't find it that great for experience, despite all the enemies you fight. I really should pay attention to how much experience it gives. At one point, I was going to write how much experience each stage gives, but I realized that I would have to do that for each difficulty, and it got to a point where I kept forgetting to update them as well, so that became a thing. But maybe someday I'll actually have an experience guide for this game. It would be handy now that I've beaten it a few... Oh crap, I missed a switch. Ah well, that's fine. What's 2 chests? I recall getting those chests in the Empress run. I guess I just should have gone and checked the other side first. But oh well, missing 2 chests isn't the end of the world. Forgive me, I had to get a drink. Alright, let's see. Grab the money, jump across the pit. Another monster house. Kill them all. Will do. And swat. Grab the coin. Oh boy, here we go. Back off. You're going to do the lightning ball, or are you just going to cackle electricity? You're just gonna... Okay. Frogs are so weird. Grab the cheese. Smack the frog. Some strange wordplay going on in this game. Ah. Nope, I'm out of MP. It's so difficult to manage... It's so difficult to manage the MP with a warrior as well, considering the low number of hits. But that's why you're supposed to also use a ninja, or have a ninja in the party. I need to actually go and look at multiplayer videos on this game and see what a full party actually looks like. I know the witch has to have the worst MP consumption just because, you know, she uses spells and probably uses those to attack. I wonder how she regains it. I understand that she has a familiar, and that may help her. I do wonder if the familiar actually does gather her MP, though. I believe I may have pondered this before. Smush. One at a time. We can do this. We've got this. We're going to take our sweet time and enjoy murdering these creatures one by one. We've got this. Let's do it. Come on out. Ah, I'm frozen? Why didn't I jump? That's odd. You just jump? Oh, it's the icy. Okay, that makes more sense. My apologies. I did not mean to run into that attack. Well, I was going to say jump over me, but... Oh, that works out. Despite being a swordsman, I still somehow miss the friction, or lack of friction, on the ground. Thank God I don't slip like that in real life. Alright, come on. And punt. And now we activate you. Slam. I like how that's technically a triple combo just because the slam and the wave hits before I do my normal swing. Let's see. Oh crap. Okay, good. That would have been fun, or that would have been ironic. That was an ice cloud, and I got a frostbite remedy. I'm going to get a drink. Just a quick sip. Ignore him. You're not even worth my time. I'm just riding an elevator. Alright, let's see. Ah, the mystery accessory. Don't recall if this is the last one or not, but we're making good time. We're getting there. We're doing this. Getting through it. Another statistical miss. Come on out. No? I'm doing closer. Is that better for you? Alright, good. Smack. Ow. I really need to learn to activate my barrier whenever they're that close. Alright, come on. There we go. Oh, 2 frogs. That's fun. They fell for my placement trap. Ow. That's right. You have no idea how to handle platforming, do you? Ow. Oh, hello. Well. Alright. Gotta take out the battle crab to the next bubble wave. Just smash, and then we can start chopping on the big guy. Barely hurting him. Ow. Somehow forgot they could adjust their aim like that. Nah. Ow. Forgot that knocked you down. That's fine. I'm out of MP too? Jeez, this is not going well. I thought I gained enough to activate it at least. No need to heal yet. We're fine. This is good. Alright, come on, turn around. I don't have all the HP in the world. Despite being a warrior, but you know, kind of HP is my primary stat and profession. Bop. Just wait. Bop. Whoa. He went for contact damage. He came straight for me. Turn around. And we'll slam. Gosh, not even this is doing much damage to him. Oh, there we go. Bop. Despite the sliver missing from his HP, it's not dealing as much damage as my normal attacks. They weren't kidding when they said the shockwave does more, but it seems to be more in proportion to how it was doing before rather than compared to my actual attacks. No, I seem to just be getting low rolls on damage here. But that's fine. We've got this. As long as he's not killing us. Ignore my HP bar presently, but as long as he's not killing us. Just keep chewing at him. Just keep chipping away and... Oh, no! Ah, darn it. His HP bar is black. That was so close. Ah, there's another one. I'm going to go ahead and heal. That's a lot of enemies. Alright, so if we take out the little guys first, that should be fine. Squish. Squish. There we go. Now we won't have a problem. Uh-oh. Well, I blocked one bubble. Seem to be having slight issue just filling up our MP bar despite how choppy we're being. I don't think that gives us much MP either. Only about as much as a normal strike and still not much faster, especially considering the damage. When we squeeze off a nice crit we do a sliver, but... Healing 7s now. We seem to have increased our damage output somewhat by including the tackle, but it depends on how high the tackle rolls, and it's not exactly the strongest attack in our arsenal. Still, I think this is slightly faster. Jeez, neither of those attacks were dealing much damage. Now we wait for him to spin. If we just keep chipping away at him like this, we should be fine. Barrier hasn't proven not necessary yet. We'll hold on to it, though. Strike, tackle, jump. And strike, tackle, strike, and jump. Goodness, this is taking a moment. I do miss the Empress's DPS. Wait for him to spin. This is also why we're waiting so many times for that one to spin, because this takes a moment. I wonder if I should have leaned more into strength of the warrior, considering we're going by single hits here. There we go, finally. That took a moment. Jeez, that was a 20-minute run. At least we completed it. We did well. We didn't die. We only used one healing item. We just had to stick to it. It was just a bit slow, that's all. Nothing wrong with going slow once in a while. What's the confidence bracelet? Luck and defense plus 10. That does inspire confidence. Let's see. For now, we must head to the shop and look at our accessories if we level up. Oh, we did, easily. Decent experience, decent experience. We did manage to level up, and now that we're level 15, we can boost our accessories another level. Should be, anyway. I wonder if we can also upgrade our weapon. Is our weapon level 15? Does our weapon require level 15? Let's run to the shop real quick and see. Hello, small purple lady. She's warning us about the flags, basically. Alright, let's see. Upgrade. I saw the dagger +2 and was like, wait, am I upgrading that again? What happened? The light axe +2. 95. Felling axe. Let's see what the felling axe +2 does. See if... Oh, that's much stronger. 50 damage or against primal. Yeah, that should work. We also need to upgrade our accessories, though. Do we just have a Hastan Ankhlet +1? Let's see. No. We have one in our inventory, so we don't have to take this one off to upgrade it. That'll be convenient for if we ever do another character on this file. Hastan Ankhlet +1, level 16. Darn it, 1 level away. What's the chain anklet? -8%. No, thank you. That was -8% movement speed. Have I not upgraded an ogre's bangle at all yet? I'm level 15. I should have stayed on top of that. We can almost equip our ogre's bangle +3. Let's see. Is there nothing? There's nothing better than this. I can't remember how it goes. Like, I believe if you go to do this at the inn, it will tell you the direct upgrades to your stats, so we don't have to guesstimate and memorize. So let's go ahead and go do that real quick. Go to the inn to adjust our equipment, just to make sure we're good and optimized with what we have now that we're level 15. Yeah, there we go. Leather choker +1. Leather choker +1 is better than the Hastan Ankhlet statistically and requires 1 level lower. Higher agility and defense. We'll go ahead and put this on for now. Meanwhile, we should probably go back and upgrade the felling axe. If we upgrade the felling axe, that should increase our damage output so we can do a little better on time, as it were. Let's see. I should probably look and see if it's time to invest in the next level of axe as well. Show me our axes. The Bardache +1. Would that be... Let's try it. No, I don't want to equip it. I want to upgrade it. Bardache +1 is 102. The felling axe +2 would be significantly stronger. Just because of the +5, the higher crit, and the 50% damage versus primal. Let's see how much it'll cost to upgrade it to a +2 as it is, though. Bardache +2. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. We'll go ahead and do that. Go ahead and take my red enhanced cubes. That's fine. That's a lot of money spent, but it'll get us level 20 faster at the very least. Alright, let's equip the Bardache. I think I'm pronouncing that right. Not exactly sure. Oh, I can't wait to see it. Oh, it's the second axe model again. That's fine. That's good. At least, wow, we have a much higher range of damage this time. Good, good. See what a little equipment maintenance does for you. You need to stay on top of that more. Finally, we will go and see if we actually need to refill the quality herbs, and then we'll go to our next mission. We should probably go and do the simple one I mentioned before. Cold frozen fusion, I believe it was. Because if we can get through that. Alright. Oh, crud, I also need to do Undying Dragon again. I'll do frozen fusion first. Don't need to do Undying Dragon and spend that much time. Last episode, I went over my usual stream time a little bit, just trying to get through the Undying Dragon, because I was hoping to knock out another flag, but instead I just, well, got us a level up. Which, I'm not going to complain about leveling up, but there we go. Red Enhanced Cube. Smush. It would have been nice if we had knocked out that objective, but we did not, and that's okay. We need the experience anyway. We're getting there, one step at a time. Now we're consistently smushing stuff. Frostbite Remedy Plus. Spend a lot of times in ice caves today. Hopefully we won't spend the whole time here, but I'm paralyzed. Come on, shake it off. You can do it. Little tap dance you do in games like this, whenever you just switch back and forth really quickly. Smush. I almost killed it. Smush. Excellent. Another cube. Thank you. Ah. The confusion ailment. I seem to be a lot more prone to ailments than the Empress was. I wonder if that's because of my... I wonder if I just have a low int growth. Anything else down here? I have to be kind of thorough this mission because our whole point is killing monsters so they can drop these. No rushing past things this time. We have to kill everything in sight. Not that I would have it any other way, since we need both the practice and the experience. Our damage range is significantly higher than before, so we're killing things more efficiently, but that doesn't mean we can let our guard down yet. Let's see. I want to smash that pot. Or not. Can't go up to where we fought our friend before. I thought we could, though. I could have sworn. I want to try that again. Or is it a different mission? Because there's a different mission where if you actually go and... if you go up to where you fought the knight, you can get a chest if you don't step on a pressure plate too soon. This time we're going to ride it all the way up before we jump off. Ah. Alright. Jump. Smash. And there's just a little eyeball guy. No, there's no switch or anything, so I guess we cannot go up there. Unless we go... There's no other way around, because the only other exit is up through the tunnel, and I don't even think the ninja can make it up there. But there must be a way up there, because there are enemies. That's weird. Must be sort of out of it today. Because I could swear there's a way to get up there. I wonder if it's up here. I wonder if this is what I'm thinking of. Oh, we need to kill these. Almost avoided them just because they were hanging out in this pit like an obstacle. One major obstacle you'll face as a game developer is deciding which enemies are mere obstacles and which enemies are supposed to be killed. And sometimes you can have a little fun just by mixing the two and creating a situation where you have to kill the obstacle enemies, even though, you know, they're fairly annoying. Why can't I get up there? That's strange. I guess that's a ninja-only road this time. Am I frozen? No? Okay. Couldn't jump for some reason. Jump over the battle crab. Squish. Good, we're killing them. Let them group up. Slam. Excellent. Good work. Watch out for that. Ah, the mid-air slam worked for once. That was nice. Stop hitting me in the back. I'll get to you eventually. You just have to be patient, sir. I promise. Oh, crud. I almost missed a cube. Wow. Whoa. What? That was quick. I usually have to climb the mountain before I actually finish this quest. I didn't think that would be such a quick run. Oh gosh, I spent all my money. I know those upgrades are I know those upgrades are expensive. I know that logically, but I never actually register it until I'd blown all that money. But then, in games like this, money is meant to be used, and so I do. Ah, good stuff, good stuff. Staying hydrated is very important. Thank you, thank you. What a kind scholar person. Weapons researcher? I guess they're a weapons researcher. Alright, we can go to the upper quarter now. Do I need to replace my items? I don't believe so, but we're going to check anyway. We'll go and claim those quests, and then we'll knock out some that we already had. I guess I do need to go and fight Cthulhu again. Alright, this should be the boy looking for the ghost wine, and maybe that soldier on the far end. The guy on the left might also have the quest for me. Let's have to see. I keep on thinking the windmill blades can hurt you, because just because of the obstacles in the castle, if you'll recall from my Empress run. Yep, here's the little boy. He wants a special wine. Our butler will tell you more. And then we'll go over here and see if this knight has the quest where we go look for his captain. Jump over the sailor. Ah, yes, indeed. And then we might as well go and check to see. Oh, right. This is our first time up here, so we should mark the shops on the way out. We'll go ahead and mark the shop so we can warp up here and buy better weapons without having to spend so many resources and so much money to plus them. I don't think it's necessarily much cheaper, but it'll spare us some cubes. We need every last cube we can keep our hands on. I've already been in here, so we'll drop out. The swords on the walls, I need to go and appraise those one day. I like just examining the design of swords. See, the big thick swords that you briefly saw for the split second on the wall more closely resemble the swords from old school Grand Chase, which were big and blocky and almost sort of, dare I say it, Lego shaped? Not sure. They were very, very large, like cartoonishly large, especially the swords for the character named Elysis, who I mainly played. Well, I can't say I mainly played her, I mostly played as the other swordsman, Ronan, because he also had healing magic, and at least with his first job. But right, that appears to be all of them for now, so we're going to go back to the bar. Dangerous wine. Oh, we have the thing for Sea of Tumult, so what was I thinking of? Oh, right, the Undying Dragon. Undying Dragon shouldn't be that bad. We are level 16 now. So we need to make sure we talk to the guy we're escorting. Hi, Turno. I'm here to escort you again, and this time I won't run off and look at that thing in the background, I promise. Cadena Forest. Quest start. Let's go. Murder some swamp bugs. Sometimes, when I land, I can swing again really fast. Ah, darn it. I'm going. Defeating things quickly is not my forte. Sometimes when I land, I can immediately slash again, and that creates... It deals so much more damage than trying to tackle or just sit here and chip away at them. I need to figure out how to trigger that consciously. Maybe it's at the end of the swing on the... Maybe... Oh, I think I get it. I think it's a cancel if you hit the ground while you're swinging. So if I time it to where the cancel occurs as soon as I hit, Because I can swing as soon as I'm on the ground, I think. Yeah, that should be good. Let me grab this. Jump up here and lower the elevator. This time we're going to have a long talk about the plot before I move on. Ignore that. Come on, you're safe. I said you're safe. Or you'll get shot in the head by 2 arrows. I may not be the best bodyguard in the world. Raise up. Don't run into the battle crab. Squish. Good. Come on. Squish. Squish. Excellent. Keep knocking things out so you won't get shot in the head some more. They have surprisingly good aim for goblins. I'm sorry, that's a poor remark. Just because they're goblins doesn't mean they can't have good aim. I'm just used to the tropes. Let's see. Squish you. Having to be extra careful this time just because of how hard it is to protect him when I'm this immobile. Enjoy having your feet shot off. Yes, good. Come on, come out of the swamp. How do you survive here every day? Why were you even over there? Come to think of it, there's... Never mind, I'm not asking. Going to go ahead and skip all this. Yes. Okay, now we're good. Now we don't have to deal with him anymore. Okay. This time I will go to the left first. Just because last time I wanted to use the warrior path, but I couldn't because I started on the right. Because, you know, it only goes one way. But this time we're going to go take the warrior path that I kept talking about. The one that I mentioned every time I'm here. You get to see me knock over a log, I think. Let's see. Smack. Gonna go ahead and hoist that so I can grab this up in the corner. Ow. Smack. Wow, that barely did anything. That was a very low roll on that damage. We're gonna go ahead and go over to the left and then jump all the way off so we can soar to the bottom and kill the first dragon. Jump over you. I feel like the warrior even falls slow. Well, he actually literally does fall slowly, just because, like, as the Empress, I was able to use the dragon arm claw thingy to fall faster. But this has no such effect. It's interesting that it didn't add weight or gravity to the big heavy guy. Oh boy. Just going to stand under here. Oh, darn it, I thought I'd be safe. SWAT. I say SWAT, but that was a statistical miss. Alright then. Let the geyser shoot up. Dance around in the water. Drown temporarily. I still wonder why... No, it's probably not going to explain that either. You can breathe underwater. Is that just a property of the dragon? Is that just what it means to be dragon folk? I'm gonna go ahead and block it this time. Just keep whapping. Come on. Slam down. Don't hit me. Well, he hit the edge of my barrier. He was nowhere... Or you had no risk of hitting me. This is going way better than I was at the end of my stream the other night. I say the end of the night like it wasn't Saturday. Let's see. Let him pop back up. And we just keep swatting. Ah, hello, orb. No, I missed it. Okay, that's fine. Ow! Stupid orb. There we go. We killed him. Oh no, I just realized how bad the final boss is going to be with this character. At least we now know to focus on the main body instead of getting distracted by all those arms. Plus, instead of dodging the magic, we'll be able to block a little bit of it. So that'll be nice. Hopefully we'll also have more magic resistance and HP overall so we don't get one-shot by all of that magic they're wielding. The dual-wielding knight isn't going to be much better in that regard. In fact, I wonder if I didn't survive that one just because I had such high DPS. Keep swinging and smushing. Oh, an orb and a cube. It's our lucky day. Alright. We keep heading right. We slaughter our way through these hallways and catacombs of death. I can't say we'll be technically saving time if we take the upper path, so we might as well go say hi. Oh, we can't. The door's locked from this side, I believe. Nuts. We can't go and see the main body. That's like the best part of this dungeon. Up. Smush. Darn it. We can't do it from this side. We have to go left. I guess if we just really wanted to, we could come back and revisit it. But we might as well not. We're just here for the flag. No, you know what? Life is short. We should enjoy ourselves. We'll go ahead and visit the crab body. I like the crab body. It looks really cool. Jump over me. That was barely an effort. You almost didn't make it. Smush. You were the most disappointing of your very strange kind. Ow. Mistimed that. Come on, fall again. Then we'll jump and smush. Jump and smush. Ow. Can we make it here? Yes. This will give us the key so that we can drop into the waterfall and then go and deal with the other dragon head. Ow. Just keep charging and smushing and we'll be just fine. Just fine. I'm glad the Golden Knight is finally coming into his own. We're getting a little damage in. We're going to have to upgrade our weapon again before we call it quits. Especially since we still want to try the Greatsword. We're so close. Keep eating things. I kind of doubted we were going to reach the Greatsword this episode, but jeez. Some of these stages take forever as the warrior, just because of their lack of mobility. It makes me wonder, in multiplayer, if the warrior can actually keep up with others that well, like a whole party. The only party video I've seen was with this one ninja who kept trying to open the secret paths for people, but nobody bothered to try to keep up with him, so they just existed. They just vibed on top of all the shortcuts they were opening for people, and nobody actually followed them, so I assumed it was a random online thing rather than someone they were actually communicating with. It's so difficult to have your teammates communicate with you in random play. Oh, here we go. I don't want to sit there on top of his head with my barrier up. Up, up, up. And smack. I'm just going to sit here and chop you while you scream, sir. Don't mind me. I need to make a habit of smacking things that are yelling at me. That would have made my life interesting. Not that I get yelled at that often. I live a rather peaceful life, thankfully. Ow! I live a rather peaceful life. He says he was fighting a worm thing inside of a deep cavern, getting chewed to bits by it. Sir, you are not a vacuum. Okay, come on. Didn't want to risk that hit. And keep smacking. Where's the orb? Figured it would have dropped by now. I keep on thinking that they drop closer to like 1/3 remaining, not 1/8. It's like 2 hits away from death. I'm going to hit him once and the orb will spawn. Or it was waiting for a specific part of the cycle? Ow, darn it. I want the orb this time. Darn it, I hit him instead of the... Oh, screw it, I'm going to kill him. Jeez, that was messy. But we won. We did it. Good job, us. And we have the flag now. We should be good to go, finally. I need to use an herb because we're already completing the mission. 840 experience. This mission does give pretty decent experience. It's just, I don't think it... Oh, well, there's the felling axe we were going to try to, you know... We were trying to upgrade one earlier. We need to sell some of our weapons. Huh. Thought we got more experience than that for some reason. Well, we leveled up at least. We're so close to level 20. I can't wait to try the Greatswords. So your hypothesis was true. Getting some water. Alright, we have about 10 minutes, so let's go and check our items. And then we will see what else we need to try to do before the end of the run. We hung out on an icy mountain. We got that flag quest we needed. Let's see if there's another flag we can do. Just so we have a little breathing room for next time. On our inspection. Tomb rescue. Dangerous wine. Nope, I don't believe there is. So we'll go do brother and sister. Brother and sister's not that long. We're going right back to the swamp where Eterno lives and finding this French maid here. It still doesn't explain why they live at Eterno's house. I mean, she might just work for Eterno. This might be his maid, and, you know, he's just kind enough to let her little brother stay there with them. But the game that explains nothing. Let's see. I'm going to talk to her again. Right. Well, that's fine. I'm a mercenary. I don't need to know every detail. I'm just here to kill stuff so I can get revenge. Let's prevent another young lady's revenge, shall we? Wait a second. Was that a purifying... Was that a purifying fruit thingy? I need to get up there and try to knock that down. Am I supposed to take it to the lowest part of the mines or something? Is that how I'm supposed to get across that one area? Or is it simply a healing item, or did they just recycle that thing for decoration? Oh, okay, no. It's just a thing for the Empress to swing on. Alright, then. It looks like the one fruit from the mission where you're rolling the purifying berries, but I think those are blue instead of green. I'm still not used to differentiating those. Alright, shoot your poison gas. Smack. Wanna act like a tree? I'll treat you like one. Alright. So we need to head down. Need to look for... I believe this is the weird cube hallway. Indeed. Ah! I can hit a lot more of these than the Empress. Except for the one in front of me. I know there's a chest up there I need to save a few blocks for. I carved a perfect stairway with that one stroke. Well, I'll never be a sword master, but at least I can be a stair master. Well, I'm going to wield greatsword soon. I may yet become a sword master. The key to becoming a sword master is not learning a whole plethora of techniques, but refining your ability to grasp the battlefield as quickly as possible and moving with your blade intuitively. It's about refining your strategies and techniques until they become second nature, not seeking raw power or anything like that. The power to defeat your opponent in a single stroke does not come from the quality of your sword or what specific style you use, but how you implement the combination of tools to attain victory. And most of all, survive. Ow. Though, you know, a lot of people consider mercenaries who focus on survival first kind of cowardly, but, you know, surviving is good for business. Despite what people will tell you. Come on. This is going to be really annoying to traverse. Ow. This is quite dreadful to navigate as the warrior. As the Empress, I had options. Oh no, I'm going to hit these bricks. If I hit that brick, I'm just running for it. Calmly, one step at a time, get poisoned and almost die. Maybe I should start equipping the higher quality herbs. Just because of how much damage I take before I have to heal. Ah, jump over that. Come on, strike it. There we go. I believe this is the correct way anyway. I now hope it is the correct way. Going to smush your petals. Jeez, not even that thing died that easily. Ah, darn it! It's a mimic! We're going to calmly heal. Then jump back onto the platform. Come then. This way. Smush. No? I missed? That's fine. There we go. Kill this weird weed. Or just jump. Ah, darn it. Ah, yeah, there you are. Hi, kid. Ooh, pretty simple boss at least. Gonna keep chopping these down. Oh, I can just destroy her projectiles. That's good. Now I have to wait for you to scream and then release your little waves. Jump, jump, chop, chop, chop. Oh, this is going to take a minute. At least we can destroy her projectiles. So, we don't have anything to worry about here. Ow! Or, I stand corrected. Ow! Some precision is required. Ow, darn it. I hit that little thorn at the very edge of the sprite of the little vine thing. That sucked. At least now we know we have to worry about that. Smush. Just obliterated in a shower of blood with my barrier. Oh, hi. You do this? I didn't know you'd summoned the little bug. Is that supposed to help you? Going to hold my charge while I jump over his waves. Smush. We can do this. Come on. Yes! We finished it before he went back down. Whew, that was close. Oh, that was pretty sloppy. Got that and that. There's the pendant. There's the mystery axe. The axe of mystery. Yeah, don't worry, kid. I gotcha. I'll teleport home first. I'm bleeding out anyway, so... Forgive me, I'm going to stretch. Oh, the accessory... The Ogre's Bangle of Destiny. Oh, Felling Axe +3. Huh. We'll have to check that out when we get home. This game really wants me to equip a Felling Axe. Looking at how some weapons just match your aesthetic better than others, especially since we're the Golden Knight wielding this gold-detailed giant axe. It's also gray in most places like we are. I do wish there was a transmog thing, I think it's called. That's the pretty universal term for MMOs and such. Transmog or reskinning or whatever else you want to call it. I do wish we could choose the appearance of our weapons. That's one thing I liked about Disgaea 5. Once you got a weapon, you were allowed to mask any weapon with the same appearance type. So you could go into the shop and unlock any appearance you wanted. But Disgaea 5 actually had a variety of sprites, because whenever you got a weapon, it had a rarity value attached to it. And if the rarity value exceeded a certain amount, you actually got a rare variant with this, like, there were silver and gold tiers of every item. And that actually boosted the stats of the item as well, so you could choose to equip the gold tier version of an item if you wanted. It was pretty nice. I just like that degree of customization in games. Is that so much to ask? Alright, for the last little bit, I'm going to see if I can't master that technique of double tapping right as I hit the ground. I can't seem to get it. My timing is just off. I can swing faster than just trying to swing twice this way. God, our accuracy is terrible. But you'll recall as the Empress, I was nearly constantly criticaling. Like, the text was constantly yellow, and here I'm missing a whole lot. I don't know if I need to put on a second accessory. Oops. If I don't need to put on a second accessory that raises agility for the warrior, or just try to raise luck, maybe? I don't think luck affects overall accuracy. I think I just need to equip more agility items. I could very well equip a leather bracelet, or leather... Let me go and look at it. I could indeed just equip a leather choker and a Hastan Ankhlet, and that would increase my accuracy substantially. Maybe we'll try that. We need to upgrade the Hastan Ankhlet too. So let's go upgrade the Hastan Ankhlet and see if the boost in accuracy actually increases our damage, because that may be why we're getting such low rolls. The warrior's a lot more reliant on accessories and such to get decent accuracy. We need a Hastan Ankhlet +1 now that we can equip one. We won't use our old one. We'll leave it for another character just in case. 10k, that's fine. That's good. We can manage that. We can afford it. The Hastan Ankhlet +1. 10 and 8. 10 and 8, but also jump distance +10%. Oh, we also have that felling axe +3. 29. 15. Higher strength, but higher strength and crit, but lower attack. Can I upgrade the felling axe again? No, it's just a +3. It doesn't turn into a named weapon. I need to actually go and look at what weapons turn into named weapons, because the one that turns into named weapons, like the Iberian dagger, actually become a lot stronger than their base forms. And as we've seen before, sometimes they gain elements. You see? There we go. Now we're not only hitting a really decent range, we're hitting a lot more criticals. That boost in agility was significant. That's quite a boon. I think we're on to something here. Agility is surprisingly important. Let's go look at the tips section, because I do believe the tips section actually has something about that. See, in some cases, because you multi-hit, your enemies also multi-hit. And so, your evasion doesn't necessarily dictate that you'll take a 1. You only take a 1 instead of taking your normal damage and no stun if all of the enemy's hits miss you, if that makes sense. So, sometimes just having high agility will help you against bosses more than defense, just on the principle that when you're struck, you might get hit less times, and so that multiplier shrinks off of you, and you take a lot less damage on the sheer principle that you're avoiding things. But raising our agility probably increased our number of hits. I can probably go and compare that data in the log. The number of hits per axe isn't very high, I believe. The number of physical hits for an axe, 3 max. So we probably squeezed out that second or third hit for our axe. The Greatsword will have 1 more, which means it'll deal more base damage, probably. Dependingly, anyway. I mean, if the Greatsword has higher hits, and it has a higher combo rating, because we can swing it more times, we should be able to squeeze more damage out of it overall. The axe... We have to wonder if the charge slam also still works with the Greatsword, but I guess we'll find that out soon, just because, you know, we're so close to level 20. But, on that note, we managed to get through today. Got the mission we needed, we went to the ice mountain, we hung out in the swamp a bit, we got the flag. So... well, we're making progress. We're so close to level 20. We should make it by next time if we actually pay attention to how much experience we're getting. But probably you need to also go and look at the Greatswords in the shop and look at things there. For now, though, that will be all from me. Thank you for sitting with me. Thank you for watching. It was a pleasure having you. Stay hydrated.